Hi friends, it's time to open up the Gemstone Orphanage Christmas Magic Box. Now this was a special box curated by the folks at Homestrung Jewelry or Gemstone Orphanage, and it is the holiday box for the Christmas holiday. There is a December subscription box that should be arriving sometime shortly. Jenny's going to be unboxing that with y'all when she gets it, but that's going to be a separate box from this one. This was a one-off. It was not part of the subscription, but that's one of the reasons I grabbed it, so that I could have some fun with it and just enjoy some Christmassy holiday sort of fun that they packed into this box. Now this is not a spoiler-free box. There's already been an official unboxing on the Homestrung Jewelry YouTube channel. I'll link to that in the description below if you'd like to check it out. They usually have a lot more detail and background about the items in the box than I have privy to, and it's always fun to hang out with Steve and Debbie while they talk about beads and things. So I will link to that if you'd like to check that out. And so if you are still waiting on yours to arrive, and you want to wait until you've gotten yours in order to see how I organize this, then go ahead and hit save to watch later and come back when you've got your box. Otherwise, if you want to see what's in it, keep watching. I'm going to open this baby up and make sure off camera, there we go. There is a little piece of paper right here on the top of the box, and I've got it turned over because there is a little coupon code, it's under my thumb right now, that you can get 25% off of the Adopt-A-Box section of their website. That is for people who have purchased this box to be able to use. So we've got a whole list of all of these boxes. This is a double-sided page. This is a very, very full box. Stockings are packed in dress-up bags. They're pretty, all snuggled in their boxes, ready to be shipped to your city. That's super cute. I love that. And it looks like we've got a little extra. Could probably do some fun things with these. There's a little face. We've got a little elf outfit. These are some wooden beads. Little hat. Bits. Maybe that could be a hat. I don't know. On the top of a tree. And then we've got some little heart and plaid things and some cords. So there is just a little extra fun Christmas magic in this. Hey guys. That's just an extra. I'm going to put that back in here. All right, and then we've got all of the beads and the gemstone and everything in the box. This is the cutest bag. Isn't that adorable, my friends? That is super cute, and I love it. We've got our gemstone right here. Oh, and it looks like the name of my gemstone is COMET, which is one of the names of Santa's reindeer on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen. Then we've got our, this is going to be the bag of beads. This is going to be our bag of findings. There are so many findings in here. Let me pull out, there's some really important stuff in here. The really important stuff is documentation for your adoption. It is a little hard for me to dig out, but that's okay. We can deconstruct that box anyway, so I can put it in recycling. So I'm just gonna do that. All right. There's glitter on this. That is super fun. All right. So inside of here, we've got our really important stuff. Congratulations, you are the owner and fortune of a new Gemstone Orphanage. Orphan Gemstone. It's exciting time for you. So this will tell you about how it's been photographed. You've got featured notes, They've got a Caring for Your Gemstone booklet that you can download. And then it's a whole experience for this. And they do have a Facebook group. It is the Gemstone Orphanage Facebook group where you can find designs, announcements. They usually have some really fun challenges. If you have been on our channel for a while, you'll know both me and Jenny are big fans of Gemstone Orphanage. And Jenny has been doing a lot of stuff with their challenges lately. And ooh, here we go. This is COMET. It is a green banded agate. They are all green banded agates, and it looks like I've got a marquise shape on this, top drilled front to back. This is a stone of renewal. It connects us to our past and shows us how amazing our ancestors were. Lovely colors come from impurities found in quartz like iron and manganese. It was first discovered in ancient Greece during a time when Greek art was flourishing. Some of the oldest things made with the green agate are from around 5,500 BC. So that's like 7,000 years or more. Your orphan gemstone can help you overcome heartaches by healing anger, fostering love, and lending the courage to start over when life sets you back. Let your stone remind you that there are always new beginnings. This is a lot more information on here. Let's go ahead and open up COMET and take a good look at them. This is such a full bag. I am probably going to be keeping my findings package separate from my beads because I'm using a 15 grit organizer, and I will be able probably to fit the beads in here, but not all of the others. It's going to be a very full organizer. You could probably do an 18 grit organizer to get more of it in there, but ooh, look how pretty. You can see I've got some clear bands, some white bands, and then these beautiful, beautiful green bands right in there. Beautiful that is. That is a gorgeous love COMET. That is a beautiful gemstone. All right, let's see what else we've got in here. And I'm just going to be reading down the list. Ooh, and I love the malachite beads. I love our little It looked like they were in the oven for a little too long. There are so many beautiful gemstone beads in here for us to look at. I think that's not gemstone, that might be glass. Some of it's gemstone, some of it's glass, some of it's crystal. Got some check glass. We've got stranded items in bags. We've got some bugles. These are some nice long bugles. Got some heishis. Pearls. Santa hats. Oh, these are lamp work. Some hearts. More glass beads. Oop. Looks like one of my bags popped open because I've got some chip beads. I love these drops. They're so sparkly. Look at that. So many cool things in here. Let's see what else we've got in here. Yep, more chip beads. There we go. These are just some malachite chip beads. All right, let's look at the green onyx. Like usually you would think of onyx and you think of black, but the green onyx is not as common. These are 8mm. There's 20 on this strand, and they are natural faceted rounds, not dyed. Let's get these guys in here. I do like to organize. If you're new to our channel, both my sister and I like to put our beads into our organizers as we are sorting them, I'm going to be putting these guys in here together. Alright, and then we've got some green weathered agate rounds. It's not. I think that's what these ones are. The weathered agate. They are also 8mm. They have a crackle agate feel to them and a frosted finish. Now we've got some malachite rounds. That's these ones here. They are 6mm. There's 25 of these guys. I'm probably going to put all of my malachite together because that is going to make it so that I can fit more beads in here if I have some roommate situations. But take a look at the banding on this malachite. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit so that we can actually get more detail on these guys. Hey, friend. There we go. So cool. I love that. So let's go ahead and get these guys in here. 6mm rounds. Malachite is such a cool gemstone. Alright, let's zoom back out so that you can see everything. Not everything. I'm a messy, messy desk. Alright, so then we've got green onyx faceted rounds. That's these guys here. Now these are 3mm and they are a little bit brighter green than this one, but that could be because they are just smaller. And so the light doesn't have to go as far to go through them, but look how faceted they are. Now, because they are so small, I'm just going to keep them curled up in here with the other green onyx, but leave them on their thread. It'll be easier to design off of it from the thread than it will be to try to dig them out of there. Alright, then we've got some green onyx rice beads. That's these here. They are the long ovals. There are 5 of them. And they are 12 by 8mm in size. That hole goes right through the center. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put them with the other green onyx beads too, so that we've got a little green onyx section here, and then we can have some room for some of these other beads because there are a lot of beads in here. It is pretty clear. Alright, then we've got some green banded agate faceted rounds. They are 10mm in size. Where are they? Oh, they're 6 by 4mm roundels. There we go. That must be these guys here. There's 10 of them, and that makes so much more sense than 10mm rounds. Because I was like, I don't see any of those. I was reading the wrong number. I was reading the 10 and thinking that was the millimeter size instead of the amount of beads that you get. Look at that variation on those. This one, let's see. I think I'm going to put this guy over here at the front because there's not a ton of them. And we may roommate situation with some other things, but I want to have them have a little space that's a little bit separate from like the malachite or some of the other things in here. All right, and then we've got our malachite coins. Speaking of malachite, I'm going to put this whole bag down here. so that we can look at our malachite coins, malachite hearts, malachite squares, and malachite drops. And there are some, this is probably on a strand because there are some clear crystal 8 seed beads on here too. There's 2 each of these, and the coins, that's these coin beads here, the hole goes from side to side, straight through the center. They are 9.5 by 4.5 millimeters. The squares are 7 by 4 millimeters. The teardrops are 10 by 6.5 millimeters, and our hearts are 10 millimeters in size. And I am putting these guys with my malachite rounds. There we go. Bloop, bloop. Oh, friends. There we go. So they'll be in there together. And then we've got our chip beads that I'm probably going to go ahead and leave in their baggie, just because it'll be easier to pull them out and use them if they're in their baggie, rather than having them filter down in amongst all the other malachite bits in there. So let's get them back in that baggie. Just for storage purposes. Right in there. All right. I've got all this other space, but we've got all of these other beads too. We've got some shell pearls. There are 2 different sizes of shell pearls. We have 3 millimeter and 6 millimeter. These guys are going to go together too. And I love, love, love this color of pearl, especially next to green like this. That is just such a fantastic pairing, especially when you're going to put it next to this guy. I'm seeing green and white for my design that I'm going to be doing with this. It's already in my head that that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to be utilizing all of those when I do. It's just a question of how I want to put it together. And that's something that I will come up with later because I want to do it justice. It doesn't need a design on the fly. But I might do some earrings, maybe a bracelet or something like that after I unbox. But let's get our pearls in here. Unstring our 6 millimeter because they'll be easy to pull out when they're off the strand. But our 3 millimeter will be easier to pull off the strand rather than digging them out. And so I'm going to go ahead and just put that in there with the other pearls all together. No. Yep. And we've got our lampwork Christmas hat. I love this so much. This is super cute. You know what the cool thing about this is look at where the hole is on it. That means it's going to sit at a pretty jaunty angle when you use it. I love a good jaunty Santa hat. I'm going to stick that guy right in there. One of my special beads. Super fun. And then we've got some bugle bead mix. That's these guys here. Now these bugle bead mix are 12 millimeter. They're 2 millimeters in size. And the mix is going to include the red, silver line, the green silver line, and this opaque white as well. I'm going to stick these guys right in here. What a fantastic mix. There's some really fun things you can do with bugle beads. You can use them in bead weaving designs. You can do other things. One fun thing that I like to do is to kind of use them in a strung design to give you like sort of an illusion-ish necklace. It's like an illusion because you can have like that space between each of the things taken up by that. So that's going to be a really great piece to the whole box and to all of these. to have that. Then we've got some crackle glass rounds. That's these ones right here. They're 8mm in size, and they are two-tone. They are both red and green, and there are 20 of them in this. Let's get them all here. And start a little crossover between the green side and the red side over here. That'll be kind of fun to do that. We've also got some, where are we going? The designer glass gingerbread. These guys are 15 by 14mm in size. There's 4 of them, and I don't know why I could remember, but look at, they've got like the pink side and the golden side on them. I'm gonna stick them right over here in this corner. I think that's a good spot for them to hang out when we do that. And where are we going? I think I'm missing some things. Nope. Electroplated glass rounds. Here are these 4mm ones. This is a fantastic mix. The electroplating gives it that kind of lustery sheen. Let me go ahead and get this snipped open and put these guys, let's put them right here. Whoa, where are you going, friend? But I like that there are so many different sizes and shapes of beads to play around with in this box. That's going to make it pretty fun. There we go. So we've got those, and then our polymer clay Heishies. That's these guys right here. And let's go ahead and snip this. This is a very, very long strand of these, but let's take a look at the sort of pinwheel look of them. They look like candies. So I think I might need to do 2 sections for this. Whoops, where are you going? They are definitely going everywhere. Heishies can make great spacers. You can do sections of them together, little stacks, or even just like a bracelet that's just these on like a stretch cord or something like that. That'd be pretty great. And I'm just getting the rest of these guys in here. I might be able to fit them all in one section. Let me see if that'll do. See if that works. And I think as long as I can still close it, then that's gonna be good. All right, that sounds good. That looks good to me. Whew. We've got some grade A crystal and glass custom mix. That mix right here. It's gonna be various. There's about 20 beads in here. Unless, hold on. Briolets, two-tone green splatter, pressed glass hearts. Okay, yes. All right, this is I'm reading the right one on here. I love these ones because they look a little bit like snowflakes with these stars, and then we've got some AB finish on some of these hearts and stars. This crystal and glass mix. Absolutely beautiful. We're going right there. All right. And then crystal briolets. That's these guys here. I've got one that fell off. It's got a little hole on the side. They are nice fat briolets, and it looks like they also have a bit of an AB finish on them. Let's go ahead and get them off of here. It looks like in between them there's these frosted with an AB 80 seed bead separating them. That's pretty great. It's like you get a twofer when you get beads that have the little seed beads separating them, because you can use those seed beads in a design. You can create something and have them be part of that. All right, let's go ahead and get them snipped off of there. Put into that section. Look how sparkly they are over there. Overall, this is a very Christmassy box, my friends. There's some wintry themes too in here. And then, after we get those in there, we've got our pressed glass flowers. They have a gold wash, and there are 4 different colors in here. Oh, 4 of each color. There are 3 colors. So you've got the clear crystal with the gold wash, you've got our red with the gold wash, and then you've got this wintry green. All of those with that gold wash. Let's put them right there in front. Bloop, bloop. And then we also, where am I going to put everybody? I don't know where to put everybody. I might stick this guy somewhere else so that I can have this section for some of the other beads or something. Or maybe we'll put we'll move these guys over here. That's what we'll do. Exactly. Our little gingerbread babies. That way I've got some space for some of the other things that I still have to unbag. All right, so I've got these glass beads. They are two-tone with the green splatter. Makes them a really interesting shape. I'm going to go ahead and stick them in here with those roundels. And then we've got our glass hearts. They are dark red. They are 15 by 12 millimeter, and there are 6 of them. They're nice puffy glass hearts. That is a very juicy red. Very juicy. And you know what, maybe we'll do some earrings with them. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure out earrings after I'm done unboxing. Okay, so there's one more thing of beads, and they are these electro weighted ones where you've got either boots or stockings on some of them. And then the other ones have snowflakes, so it's a mix of both of those. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boots, 6 boots, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the stockings in here. But there are 10 millimeters and there are 12 total. And that is all of the beads that were in this box. Now let's take a look at the findings and other fun things. Let me turn over my page because that's what's on the other side. All right. Now, if they had the information available, they did provide it on the listings as to the metal content, whether it's lead-free, nickel-free, or cadmium-free. It will be noted if it is. If it isn't noted on here, they might still be nickel-free. They just didn't have the information to share. So they're only putting it on here if they know for sure that it is actually that or not. I do have a nickel testing kit, and since my sister got this as well, I'll be testing mine to see which ones of these have a nickel reaction to the testing kit and which ones don't, so she knows what to set aside and not use for herself. And I'll also know what not to set aside if I want to make a gift for her or something like that. These are so much fun. Oh, look at all of these. All right. Let's start from the very beginning. So we have some snowflake pendant. Where is my snowflake pendant? The snowflake pendant is by itself. And this is lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. It is 24 by 20 millimeters, and there is one of these in here. Let's get this guy up close so you can take a look at that sparkle. Looks like we have some cubic zirconia. That's the back of it. I think I'm going to stick that because it's a pendant right here with my Santa hat and Gingy babies. So we can have that there and available. And I usually do, like I said, if there's a ton of beads, I'll usually keep the those in the bag next to it on my shelf when I've got it organized so that I've got them together still. But there's a lot in here. There is absolutely a lot in here. So then we've got some cubic zirconia snowflake earring studs. Where are those? I think they might be in here. And some earring hooks, some French hook ear wires. All of these ear wires, by the way, in here, they are noted as being nickel free. So these snowflake studs, they've got a loop on the bottom you can attach things with, and they thoughtfully included some silicone earbacks so that we could have something to hold those on with us. And then we've got these ear wires with a little beautiful cubic zirconia sparkle, and then we've got just some regular with a ball French hook ear wires as well, and there's 2 pairs of those, so we've got at least 4 pairs of things that we can make earrings with, and all of them are nickel free. Right, I'm going to keep that in there because, like I said, I'm going to be putting these in here to keep them together. And then is this toggles? Is this clasps? So I think we've got a magnetic clasp. It is a heart-shaped magnetic clasp. There we go. And it's got the little prongs that stick in so that it won't slide open, so that would be great for a bracelet. It does not say on here whether that is nickel free or not. It is 14 karat gold. I can do testing again, like I said, just to be sure. But then we've got a wreath toggle clasp, and this one is 18 karat gold, and it is lead free, nickel free, and cadmium free for that one. And then we've got a star button, and it is light gold for its color. And again, I'll be testing this one. Let's take a look at that sparkle there. In fact, I'm going to just move these out of here and set them aside so that I can be sure that those are the ones that need testing. Right, then we've got a holly leaf connector. There are 4 of those. Here we go. They are enameled and they are light gold, and we do not have the metal content on them yet. That is all right. Again, I have a nickel tester. So that's the front and back sides of those. Over here on that side. And then bow knot connector. There are 6 of those. That's angel wings. There's the bow knot connectors. Aha, found them right here. Those are super cute, by the way, these little bows. Okay, this one's turned over so you can see the back of it. That one's also turned over. This one is turned towards the front. It kind of bends a little bit. There we go. You can see the little curve on that. So there are 6 of these guys, and these, again, don't have the information, so I'll test them. And then we've got 5-to-1 connectors. Oop. They're going to be in here with the infinity link. Oh, look at that sparkle. Turn that over so you can see the other side. And let's turn over our infinity connector. I love this because it's got a curve to it already. So it's going to be a great connector to use on a bracelet design. These guys over here. And then we've got some angel wing spacers. They are light gold, gold-plated alloy. They are lead-free and cadmium-free. And depending on the alloy, they might be nickel-free. We'll check. That's not the information that was available. So there are 10 of them. They are 23 by 7 millimeters. And I'm still going. I'm just having to find my space in the thing. So we've got wreath spacers. Is that these guys here? This is light gold, long-lasting 14 karat gold plated. They are 6 by 1.3 millimeters in size. And they have that fluting on the outside edges. There's about 10 of them in here. we've got some bead caps. They are light gold. Which one is it? Okay, these are the spacer bead caps. Light gold plated brass, 4 by 3 millimeters. There's 20 of these, and they have a cap on one side and then a little knob on the other. So you can see there. And that's why they are the spacer bead caps. I'm gonna have to go look for that guy. And these ones are some bead caps that are light gold. These are lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. They're 4.5 millimeters, and there are 100 of them in here. Hey, magnetic guy. That's not where you belong. There we go. Oh, that one is nickel-free. I'm going to go put it with my other nickel-free things. All right. And then we've got a pinch bail, which is lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. That's this one right here. Here's one of these. It's 21 by 8 millimeter, and you can use a pinch bail on your gemstone. It's a super easy way to get an attachment point. You could also do wire wrapping. I know Jenny will probably be using a beaded bail. She loves doing those, and for good reason, because it's really pretty and works beautifully whenever she does. And then we've got some tube bails or hangers. They are light gold with snowflakes. These are also lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. There's 2 of these guys, and they have a nice big hole on them, so they could work really great on leather or something like that. That would fit on those. So these are all nickel-free. They're going in my nickel-free pile. And then we've got head pins. They're right here. These head pins are 28 karat gold plated brass. They are 50 by 5 millimeters, and there are 20 of them. They have nice flat heads, and it looks like these head pins, like sometimes you get head pins and like they look more like the top of a golf club than they do the top of like a T. It's like an L instead of a T, that sort of thing. So these have a nice flat head that isn't bent over to the side or anything like that. It'll make really good head pins. Just tucking those away. Stick these over here with these guys. Like I said, this is my 2 test pile. And then we've got some stainless steel chain that is curb chain. This one right here. And there's about 30 inches of that. They are soldered links, so they will need to be snipped open. And then there's a stainless steel chain with, is that what we're looking at here? Yes, with red and green crystals. It is 18 karat gold. Oh, how beautiful is this? It's already... This is a very delicate chain. The wire on this is really, really fine gauge. And we've got some small pearls. Yep, they are these. The same size, these 3 millimeter pearls. They are already all strung up. So So it'd be easy to use this either as a basis for a necklace or maybe 2 strands together on something else. Maybe 1 strand longer than the other. And then string another one in between with some of these others. There's a lot that you could do with this chain. That is really, really fun. And I think it's 18 karat gold is the metal on there. All right, so we've got those, and then we've got our charm bag. How charming. And there isn't info about the charms on here. They are assorted charms. But let's take a look at these. Looks like we've got enameled. Ooh, I love some of these charms. All right, first of all, we've got our little mitten charms that have some sparkle on them. We've got a Santa hat charm. We've got a skate charm. We've got our, what is it called? The guy. Candy cane. It's a little present charm. I kind of love it when the enamel is kind of not opaque. It's transparent because that just makes it look really cool. We've got a stocking charm. We've got a bell charm. This bell charm has a little sparkle on it right there. We've got a Noel charm, a reindeer charm, which would be super cute to add to my COMET one. We've got a tree charm and a mug of hot cocoa. In this hot cocoa mug, the enamel has, I don't know if you can see that enamel has some glitter in it. But I'm just going to turn them over now so you can see what the back sides of them look like. The enamel is only on one side for most of these. There we go. So that is our Christmas charm collection. All right. I'm going to pull everybody back out here so we can take a look at these guys all together. You've got all of these findings. You've got this fun extras bag. You've got all of these findings up here. You've got this other one. There's so much in that one box in this bag. So while the actual boxes or Gemstone Orphanage boxes may have sold out, they will have extras. If there were any extras for any of the items in here, those will be on the Adopt a Box section. And that's where you can find them. They'll be available to purchase if you got a box and you want some extras of something. If you just can't get enough of your gingerbread men, or maybe you want more of these guys over here, or you want to see if you can get more of the charms, whatever they've got extras of. I haven't checked to see what they have extras of. I'm just supposing on that. If you did buy this box, you will have that 25% off coupon that you can use in the Adopt a Box section to get more of these if you would like them. I'm going to leave links in the description where you'll find the official unboxing on the Gemstone Jewelry channel and a link to the Adopt a Box section where you may find some of these on their website. Until next time, my friends, happy beading.